Welcome back to Everything Moto with the boys, Doc and Josh. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about what we have upcoming. We're going to be talking about how would we change SMX. We got to talk about Motocross of Nation teams that were announced. And then we also got to talk a little bit about a little video games. All right, we got MX bikes. There's some cheating going on, so we got to talk about that. Got to talk about MTG because there was a brand new video that got posted about some gameplay. It was completely in French, so I have no idea what they're saying. But we're going to talk about the gameplay. And then we're going to have a little game segment at the very end of the pod here. So Doc is actually going to be heading out here for the next couple of weeks, and he's going to be at Motocross of Nations. So Doc, what is like your plan for the next couple of weeks? Just give a little update for everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to be gone starting Tuesday the 15th until after Motocross Nation. So I'm basically gone for almost a month. We're going to go
crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. My family's only going to be gone for about 2 weeks, but then I'm gone a full extra week and then some for Motocross Nations. This will be the longest I'm basically going to live out of a suitcase for like 25 days or something. It's the longest I've ever been away from home or whatever, but we're going to Cali. One of my friends, you guys may know him, Mr. Matt Edwards, in the comment section. He's a longtime supporter. I'm actually his best man in his wedding, which is fire. But we're going to go a week early and just kind of have a little vacation. This is the first time I'll be taking like a lot of time off with the family, like ever. So we're going to do Disney, and then we're going to hang out in San Diego for a while, and then fly up to see my parents in NorCal, and then the wedding's there. And then I come home for 1 day, and then I leave the next day for Motocross Nations.
Dude, you're going to be a busy boy, dude.
Yeah. It's sick, though. I wanted to hook my dad up because my dad's been a big supporter, a lot of help through the years making content. So I got us like the Diamond VIP tickets for Motocross Nations. So it should be very sick. Very sick. Like,
yeah, he's very, very lucky. That's going to be so freaking sick. And I just learned about this today that he's a Deegan Glazer.
Yeah, right? My dad. Huge Deegan Glazer.
Yeah, Doc was just telling me like 5 minutes ago that his dad was saying that Deegan's going to beat Jet first race. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, that's
not gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. But anyways, regarding your trip or whatever, that's pretty sick. I mean, I haven't gone. I think the last vacation I went to was Millville, which was awesome to hang out with the boys. But you going to Cali with the fam, that's gonna be a nice getaway from everything. You know, haven't done it, like you said, forever. And then go to the wedding. Shout out to the boy Matt. He actually came to Supercross with us. So shout out to the boy Matt. And then, MXGP, Motocross of Nations. That's gonna be so sick. So sick.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's I don't know. It like I said, I've never, I haven't done anything like this with my kids. So it'll be fun to kind of let loose. I go away for the weekend all the time to races or whatever, but the kids haven't had like a true vacation. I'm really excited to give them that. So should be fun.
Yeah, I want to take a true vacation next year. And like when motocross season is in their summer break, the 2 weeks or whatever for like Loretta's, this year it ended up happening to be Lommel. I believe it was Lommel in Belgium. I think.
Yep. Lommel.
Yeah, in Belgium. And our thought process was to go over that week where it was week off for Pro Moto and go take a vacation over in Belgium, watch Lommel, and then head back. So we don't really miss anything in the Pro Moto scene, right? Because that's our main gig here. MXGP is on the side, right? So I'm kind of planning on that. It just kind of really depends on when the schedules get released because I have no idea when that's going to happen.
I'm just saying we could go to South Africa for a WSX round. My editor lives there, bro.
What? Like, are we just going to go watch Christian Craig?
And Shane McElrath.
That's all the boys out there. Like,
That's okay. It's fine. Indonesia,
no,
we'll
definitely
eat
not
some
going
street
there.
food in Indonesia or something,
No, definitely not doing that. I would much rather go to Germany and watch Lommel and watch those boys, because next year there's gonna be some like Geyser on a Yami, Hurlings on a Honda. Kai might be moving up to 450. You got Lucas Kunin, who they battled it out last year at Lommel. So I think Lommel might be the play, not South Africa.
I think South Africa sounds sick. Just saying.
But
I'm so down, actually.
I'm not flying to South Africa.
Dude, I did look up the flights, though. It's insane. It's like 30 hours of travel. Like on the plane, like total flight times, like 30 hours.
Yeah, no,
Something like that.
I'm good.
It's insane.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Not happening for me. But okay, yeah, so that's what Doc has planned for the upcoming weeks. And with that being said, most likely our review video is probably going to be me, unless I can get one of my friends to do it with me while Doc is away for those 2 weeks. He's going to be back for the Motocross of Nations pod, because we need him back for that, because we got to discuss that because he's going, right?
I'm going to be half asleep, but we'll be back.
He's going to be here and he's going to talk about it. But yeah, for like SMX final round, GP stuff, it'll probably be me. We'll definitely get his input for predictions for both of those, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little update of what's going to happen for the next couple of weeks, just because Doc's obviously heading out for vacation a little bit. But we're still got a lot to go, all right, especially with SMX. And I wanted to bring up SMX because I made a comment in the review video that I don't like drag strips as the races. A lot of you guys said that it's awesome and you love going to Charlotte and like it's an awesome venue and you have fun there and you can't wait to go back there next year. I believe they do have it there next year. I think they have like a contract there. But I wanted to bring this up because I brought up the idea of going to like an outdoor facility. All right. And I wanted to ask, like, not necessarily I wanted to ask Doc, but I wanted to bring up and ask the question, like, if you could change one thing about SMX, what would it be?
Like, actual SMX tracks would probably be my thing. I mean, even Charlotte, I don't know. It's just still not like a true motocross. Like you cannot man-made motocross, because that's kind of the whole point of motocross, is that it's natural terrain. I really like your idea of doing it at a national. Now, I know the keyboard warriors are keyboarding right now, and they're like, oh, like you're not going to be able to see anything. It depends on the venue, right? Like Budds Creek, you can see a lot of that track from a central. Like if you're on Henry Hill, you can see like 90% of that track. If you're at Hangtown, you could literally see the whole track other than like the side of Big Mo from anywhere, like literally anywhere. It's a terrible venue if you don't like getting sunburned. Glen Helen is an excellent one. You brought up Paula. Paula is probably the worst viewing of the three because it's like little hill and then mostly flat. But like you said, built-in flipping bleachers around the thing, man.
So so I saw a lot of comments saying go to Glen Helen, right? And
Glen Helen's a good one.
I like that because you can use the hills as like the seating. But what about Paula? Okay, so for example, the hills at Paula in the back, you can have that all bleachers, like the entire hill, right? Like, how they used to, or I guess they still do. You jump up the hill, you come back down, and then you go left, go all the way up the hill and back around. That whole hill, everything right there could be the seating area. You put bleachers on the back side, right? And that's seating area. So you have both sides of the venue. And I think a lot of people were confused when I said outdoor facility. They think like, oh, we're just going to use like the same fences that are originally there. So like it's so far out. No, you would push everything up. Like they would build the supercross track in the middle, incorporate the hills, use the hills as seating, put bleachers behind it so you have both sides. And then now you can see everything. In my opinion, like it would obviously be a lot to bring in bleachers and stuff like that. I totally get that aspect. But then you would have a true moto, right? You would have true moto. You would have built-in supercross. Supercross is just built anyways, right? So Yeah, I think it would be a viable option. I did see a lot of people mention like they should just actually use a moto track and put supercross sections. Like they would use Paula and put supercross sections, which I think would be kind of cool as like one event, like one of the weekends would be kind of cool. Because in that way you actually have both aspects. And I totally get why they go to the drag strips and like the stadiums because of the environment and it's close quarters and it's like an actual supercross event. But I think it would be better going to an outdoor facility, incorporating the hills, incorporating moto, and then putting soupy. And then I just think that would be awesome to watch.
Honestly, I think one of the coolest venues was year one, the finale in the Coliseum. Like that, how it was like, that's a stadium, in and out of the stadium. Like you couldn't see the outside, but you've got big screens, right? So you can watch the outside, and then most of it's on the inside. Or like, you know, how they used to do Vegas where they would go out of the stadium. Like those Monster Energy Cups, I felt like were more SMX tracks than what we have now. Especially St. Louis. It's just a supercross track. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if I was to change anything, I would add more rounds of SMX. So it was more like, it felt like more of a championship. Because like, I mean, even if you went to 5, I feel like it would be better.
See, I don't know if I agree with going to 5 SMX rounds unless you reduce some of the season.
Sure. Yeah, I'm saying take away 2 soupy rounds.
And just
2
add
SMX
put them
rounds.
at the very end. I mean, yeah, that could be pretty
We
good.
don't need to go to Anaheim twice. Okay, there's one.
I mean, he has a point. All right,
You know
he
what I mean?
has
There's
a point.
one.
I also saw someone, I can't remember who said this, but they mentioned that the main events, it should be one main event and say for 25 or 30 minutes, but only one of them. And that would be it. That's like the final. What I mean by like 3 SMX rounds, but it's only one moto per event, and it's 30 minutes, and it's a playoff, right? Instead of Olympic scoring, it's what it is. It's 30 minutes all out. I actually kind of dig that because that means more high stakes. Like you can't mess up. And I think, for example, if Charlotte doesn't get rained out, we had a couple scenarios there where, say, Chase was going to go after Jet, right? Maybe settle for second place. He's not going to do that, right? If there's only one moto, he's going to go all out and try to make a pass for first place. Where an Olympic style scoring, some riders definitely take it easy in the Moto 1 when they know they can't force the issue, right? I think that eliminates it a little bit, right? And you would have to force it your way to go to first. And I think that would be sick. No, I'm not saying that like I don't like the 2 moto. I love moto, so I love racing both motos. It's just more racing, right? So I'm not saying that we should get rid of it. I'm just saying another idea would be 30-minute one main event, playoffs. Nothing matters besides that moto, right? For the broadcast though, I don't know how that would work because you would have like 2:30s, which is an hour long. Maybe you throw in like a quali session in there, some super pole, maybe add some stumping like that, right? Maybe not a super bowl because that's kind of dangerous for an SMX track, right? But it would be sick. But like maybe qualifying and then have like an hour break, or not even an hour break, 30-minute break, and then it goes right into the 30 minutes, right? Or something like that. But I think it would be pretty sick.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like something needs to be a little bit different. It's the big finale, tons of money. Now, I've only been to round 1. I've never been to round 2 or round 3. I've been to round 1 twice now. But it doesn't feel the same kind of vibe as just like a standard supercross track. Like, I went to Philly, I went to East Rutherford. I feel like the energy was way higher at both of those races than at Charlotte. Both years I've been to Charlotte. Like it's not very exciting, you know? And I don't know how we fix that. I don't know.
And I think a lot of people want Monster Cup back for that. They want that
Monster
excitement.
Cup was so sick.
You know, because like it's during, when was it? Like the end of October, I think it was, something around there.
Weather's good, you know?
Yeah, and it was in Vegas, and a lot of people want Monster Cup back. I personally like the playoffs. I like going to a standard, like other sports where we have a season and then we have a playoff and we determine the championship. It makes it feel like for other sports where like the SMX championship is like the NBA Cup, right? Where it's like that beginning of the or middle of the season cup. I forgot what they call it or whatever, but that's what it kind of feels like. It's just a whole other thing for 3 races. Maybe what if they change like the points? Like there's no championship. I'm not saying they should do this. I'm just saying, what if they do like 15 supercross, 11 moto, and you combine all the points for a 3-round playoff and you don't get a championship for supercross or motocross? Like it's just one championship at the very end. I don't like that idea. I'm just saying like, or just, I don't know.
I'll tell you though, actually, I'll tell you what sucks about Charlotte. It's a day race. Day races suck, period. Like the vibe sucks. It's hot. The fireworks are dumb because you can't see it. There's no lights. It's not, I don't know. Put some freaking lights around that track, dude, and do it at night. You know, I mean, that's probably honestly what I'm feeling when I go there. Like the vibe is off. It's because it's a day race. Because East Rutherford was a day race when I went this year, and it wasn't as cool.
Yeah, and I believe the day race for Charlotte is because of Drive Strip obviously doesn't have lights, and then this year it was NBC, right? It was NBC broadcast, which is one of the reasons why they wanted to get the racing going. I saw a couple other people say, "Why don't we go to Charlotte Motor Speedway?" You know, kind of like the Daytona style. I don't know why they can't do it besides if there's a NASCAR race going on in like that time frame. I'm not quite sure.
There's like a car show NASCAR there.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure, obviously, but I think all playoff rounds should be night. Like this weekend is going to be night. Vegas is going to be night. Every single one. It should feel like what you're saying, that environment of Supercross and that excitement that you get from opening ceremonies and day races. It just feels like I'm like ready to go outside and go do something else because it's during the day. Like I shouldn't be watching Supercross in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, day races suck. I mean, if you've never been to a night race, if you've only been to day races, it is 10 times more enjoyable at night.
I also saw someone bring up, actually my buddy brought this up too. Shout out to Dylan. He said they should race in Bristol, inside of Bristol, because they had a baseball game there this year, I believe. And it was more than enough space to put everything there. So I'm like, that could be pretty interesting. Imagine you use, like, obviously he's talking about the inside of Bristol where it's all flat, but then you use the hills of Bristol, right? Like it's not the hills, but like the actual fucking track, right? You use that as part of the track, and that would be kind of sick, right? I don't know. I personally enjoy the playoffs. I really do. I really like how we have that separate thing for playoffs. I think there's a couple changes that could be done, you know, just venues, nighttime. Now, if we go to an outdoor facility and race at night, it's kind of pointless. Like I agree with that. It would be like throwing up portable lights and it just wouldn't feel the same. So I totally get that aspect. If we did it during the day though, it would be kind of sick. If we did like a Charlotte at say Paula and use the hills, I think it would be kind of cool.
Dude, but Glen Helen would be so fire.
It would be super
like
super
that whole flat part where the finish line is, just a big supercross track, and then it just goes up and down the hills and then back in the Subi track. That would be so fire. That would be day race. That one, that would be sick. That would be,
dude. That will never happen because I'm pretty sure they don't.
Like they got
there with Glen Helen. Yeah, so that will never happen. But the same thing could be done with Paula with those hills, is what I'm saying.
Hangtown too, yeah.
And Hangtown, like it would be kind of cool to go there if it was a day race. But like we just said, night races are probably the most important factor about playoffs.
Even Thunder Valley.
Thunder Valley did hold a nighttime motocross race. Kind of sketchy.
Yeah. I'm sure that dirt's dark already, you know, I would imagine. But I mean, Thunder Valley, again, on a hill. Millville, oh my gosh.
Dude, imagine holding the track underneath Mount Martin and they have to go up all the way to Mount Martin, all the way back down. That'd be correct. That actually could work though. Because I'm thinking about it because we had seats on the opposite side of hill, right? And like you just use where like the finish line is hill up, and then you put bleachers around it, and then obviously everybody can go up the hill and like stand up on top of those hills. That would be sick.
you build a rhythm going down Mount Martin,
No,
you know?
no, you don't do that.
There's like
You would
on
die.
on going down the Mount Martin.
You would die, but that would actually be kind of cool. All we're
And right,
saying
like,
is,
yeah, anyway, I was gonna say they don't have to use the whole track, right? Like you can form it so that it is good for viewers. And then you just use the hills and then put it there at the bottom. I don't know, man.
that's what I was trying to get at is when I say outdoor facility. We're not using
Right.
the entire, like nobody wants to go
Dude.
through the whoops and then come, you won't, like that's just too far away, right? That would be kind of cool if they incorporated supercross on that side of the track, right? Or something like that. But I think a lot of people are just like thinking, oh, we're going to use the entire super or motocross track and then put just supercross sections, which I don't mind, but viewing aspect, it would be horrible. But if you just pushed everything together, put some bleachers up, use the hills as seating, incorporate some moto, incorporate soupy, that would be freaking fire.
The Coliseum was sick too, low key.
But the outdoor track was kind of lame. Like, because it wasn't really out, it was just going up the hill, back, and coming down. Like, it's not anything special.
I mean, the track design was bad, but like that was a pretty sick. Like, I feel like they didn't use that stadium to full potential. Like, they could have gone farther, you know. But that's such a sick venue.
I'm pretty sure every single person that is watching this has played Reflex. We should use Fort Dodge. Go
Facts.
up, triple up, go all the way through, and then
Through
come
the
back
tunnels.
down. Dude,
You know, through the little tunnels where they're like taking the hot dogs down. You know.
that'd be kind of sick. But
Fire.
anyways, we wanted to bring this up because we talked about it in the review, and I wanted to ask you guys and leave a comment down below. What's one thing that you would change about SMX? Or, for example, where would you like to go for an SMX round? Like, would you want to go outdoor? Would you want to go to a speedway? Or do you like Charlotte, drag strips, stuff like that? Let us know in the comment section.
I mean, it's a world championship. Let's get global. You know what I mean?
Where would we go
Hey, let's
global?
go to Indonesia, bro.
No. Could you
I mean,
imagine-
really though.
Imagine a global, right? This is global world championship. We held a supercross track in Lommel and it's all sand. That would be chaos. It'd be kind of sick though. It'd be kind of sick. But yeah, let us know in the comment section. But talking about Lommel, talking about some overseas stuff, Motocross of Nation, the teams officially got announced. And we've talked about this in the past regarding some of the teams. I think the most prominent teams that everybody needs to know, Team
lay 'em on
USA.
me.
Team USA, Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac, Hayden Deegan,
Podium team.
100%.
If they
Australia,
we don't get a podium, we have failed this city. Is that
Yes.
Batman?
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
so.
I think that is Batman.
Okay, but anyways, Australia, Jet, Hunter, and Kyle Webster, which
Podium team.
still unsure of why he was riding a 450 during the last couple of rounds of outdoors.
Yeah.
Netherlands, Koldenhoff, Kyle de Wolf, and Calvin Vlanderen. No Hurlings.
Podium team.
I like the podium. I like that. No Hurlings after he's about to go back to back is crazy. I saw a stat for Hurlings. He has 4 wins this year. 4. He's almost tied with Fevra and Lucas for the most wins, and he's missed half the season.
That dude's a dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, Team Spain. No Prado on that KTM Works edition. Okay, no Prado. But we got Ruben Fernandez, however you pronounce that guy's last name, Gilliam Ferez, and then Francesco Garcia, which I believe... No, that's not the same person. I'm thinking of the EMX 250 guy, but I don't think that's the same person. But
It's not a podium team.
yeah, I don't know how that team's going to go. Ferez is good. Ferez is great.
Sure.
Ruben's also really good. I mean, that's like a top 10 team, in my opinion. Team France. This one's a top 5 team. Roman Fevre,
Mm-hmm.
Valin, shout out to the boy,
Mhm.
and then Renault. That's a top 5 team.
That's a good team. That's a really good. That could be a podium team right there.
Dude,
We
they're
got
so
4
good.
podium teams so far.
Yeah, they're so good. Team Germany. Ken Roxon,
Mm-hmm.
Simon Langenfelder, and then
Mm.
Spies. So Spies is kind of the weak link there. However,
Mhm.
he's really good. All right. He doesn't necessarily race the GPs, but he races the ADAC, I believe, which is the Germany motocross series. He's really good. He's done some GPs. I've watched him. He's really, really good. But I think that's also a top 10 team.
I was gonna say that's like a upper top 10, potential top 5 team. Kenny's gonna rip. Langenfelder's gonna rip. Yeah, I don't know the other guy, but
I think they'll be top 7. I think. Sylvania. So this is actually kind of surprising. Sylvania. I didn't think they were gonna go this year, but Tim Geiser. You got Panzer, and then you got Peklaja. I don't know how you pronounce that guy's last name. I think Panzer's going to be pretty good. He's like a privateer for MXGP, but he's top 10 over there. Geyser, he beat Jet straight up last year. So, I mean,
it's a top 5 team with Geyser.
I don't know if it's top 5. I think it's more of like a top 10, but Geyser's going to probably be top 3. That's kind of what I think. Italy. So this one's pretty cool. We got Italy, Cairoli, Adamo, and Bonacorsi.
That's a good team.
Low-key, that's a top 5 team.
That's a good team. Yeah.
Yeah. Switzerland, you got Sewer, Grutemann. I definitely butchered the shit out of that. And then you got the boy Valentin Giode. Top 10.
Ooh, that's a good team too.
Yeah.
That's a top 10 team, really, really
good.
Like solid team.
I'm going to say some other teams that you probably know more of, like Denmark. You'll have Smith, Harup, and Fredso. So obviously we know Harup in that case. That's going to be tough to be.
Hopefully, Buddy's like feeling good and healed.
Yeah, hopefully. He's in the MX2 class, so he's going to be battling out with Kai and Deegan. So Langenfelder, Adama, it's going to be freaking sick. Latvia, you got Paul Jonas and the Racialist boys. So that's going to be a pretty good team. Great Britain, unfortunately, no Dean this year, which...
Just for the vibes, that's sad.
Yeah, just for... I mean, his knees are shot, let's be real. But Conrad Muse, Dylan Walsh, and Ben Watson. I think actually Ben Watson is not racing. I think he had to step away. So I forgot the other guy's name, but that's the team. I want to go to Japan, or excuse me, Belgium first. The Coonan brothers and Liam Everett. That's a top
one.
5 team. Dude.
Yeah. I think that's a podium team, low key. That's 5 podium teams, so we're cooked.
South Africa, McClellan, and 2 other guys. I have no idea who they are.
Let's go McClellan.
Yep. Let's see here. 4, trying to look. Sweden, Isaac Gifting, and 2 other guys. I'm not quite sure who they are, but Isaac Gifting we know, and he can battle. All right, we know he can battle.
I'm excited to meet him.
That's gonna be freaking sick. And then Team Japan, you got Joe and 2 other individuals that I'm not quite sure who they are, but Joe's racing a 450, so that's pretty sick.
I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to see Joe on a 450.
Yeah, and then there's
Loki. I think Joe is this is bold. I think Joe is a podium contender, whatever class he's in.
He's in the open class.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
A podium guy in the open class. All right, let me just read off some names that are in the open class.
I'm telling you, bro. I think he's going to be a dog.
Let me just read some names. All right, Harry Koulos is in there. I mean, he could definitely
got that
Harry
covered.
Koulos.
Sorry,
Liam
Harry.
Everett.
Got that covered.
Right. Okay, Ben Watson. Ben Watson's not racing, but Ben Watson.
Covered.
Paul Jonas.
Covered.
Valentin Giode.
Covered.
Bonacorsi.
Covered.
Panzer.
Covered.
Spies, which is Germany.
Covered.
Renault. Vlonderen.
Covered.
Tomac. Hunter Lawrence. I mean, he could be top 5. He could be top 5 with those guys.
And
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
I mean, wait. Tomac, Hunter. I mean, low key, bro. I think he could be the 3rd best guy.
Hunter, Tomac, Vlonderen, Renault, and then I would put Shimoda right there. Top 5.
Dude, I think he might be really good. Like, really good.
Dude, I think Bonacorsi is going to be good, too. So maybe 6. Paul Jonas is good, too. 7. I mean, he's going to be in the mix.
Joe Shimoda, bro. He's going to be a dog.
We've never seen him race a 450.
That's true. Well, he did in Japan, and he absolutely bodied everybody.
Okay, that's not the same competition. Okay. But, yeah, so those are all the teams for Motocross Nations. We're excited, man. I'm going to do the predictions. We'll get his predictions in the video so you guys can see what we do. We're going to do a review on it. We're going to do a watch party, obviously. It's on at really good times, too. I think it's on at, like, noon or something like that, my time, which is great.
I'm going to give you guys my predictions from the beach of San Diego or something. You know what I mean? It's going to be, like, lounging. lounging, but you'll get them. You'll get them.
Okay, I don't know if you're gonna actually be on the beach because you're flying back the day that the predictions.
I'll record them early just so they're on the beach.
Anyways, yeah. So in the comment section, let us know your guys' top 5 for Motocross Nation. Which teams do you believe are going to be in a podium, a top 5? Who do you think is going to win everything? Like, which rider do you think? Let us know in the comment section. We're excited, man. We've been talking about Motocross Nations for a long time now because it's going to be sick, man. It's Iron Man.
Fun.
Yeah, it's Iron Man. The only couple guys that we're missing is Prado and Hurlings, right? I wish Hurlings was there. Prado, what would we even get from Prado? I don't really know, but it would still be nice to have him out there. I think Hurlings is the biggest bummer, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a bummer, for sure. Yeah, that's
because he's on a roll, and you know damn well, I made a skit here about the 2017 Hurlings. Every MXGP fan trolls us because he came over and kicked our ass.
He did.
At Ironman. Yeah, so it's crazy that he's not racing.
That's what I was going to say is, the boy knows how to ride Ironman. Also, European fellas, we can let that one go. Okay. It's been like my son was born and like is a whole human being since then. All right. We can let that one go. But
hey, they'll die on that hill every single year.
We get it. Hurlings, prime Hurlings, he did lay the whoop down. I will say that, but we can move on from that one. All right, it's time.
But yeah, Motocross of Nations is gonna be freaking sick. I'm so excited to watch it. So excited. The best of the best. What I'm kind of actually really excited about. There's like 3 matchups, maybe 4 matchups. Kai versus Deegan. I'm really interested to see how that plays out. You got Geyser versus Jet because of last year. And then where does Tomac and Chase end up in this mix, right? Are they right there with Jet and Geyser battling for first? Or are they just going to secure the win, right? I
don't mean to cut you off, but I think Chase will do really well. Really well. I think, I don't know. I'm so nervous. Like, Tomac's either going to come out Captain America. He's not Captain, but he's going to come out Captain America and just absolutely piss on everybody, or he's going to get 7th.
There's no way after what I saw at the end of the year, plus what he just did at Supercross, SMX, he's not getting 7th, bro. Like, he's not. There's no way.
I mean, I hope not, but just as well as I do. He's either coming out, all the vibes, he's America, he's going to send it, and he's going to be right there, or gone, or he's 7th.
The one thing that I have, the one promise that I'm seeing is what happened in Moto 1 at Ironman with Chase and Jet, right? Where Chase didn't let up. He moved through the pack with Jet, right, to get into the lead. Like, that's one thing I'm super excited about. And can we also just take away the single? Can we just get rid of it so his crash doesn't happen again? We just get rid of the whole single. Just get it out of there. Just get it out of there. All right. No, it's gonna be so excited. So excited.
I still do stand on that. We have the strongest team. Like, maybe not the strongest individual riders in each class, but I think the strongest team.
I think so as well. I think there's the top 2 guys, the top 2 teams, in my opinion, is US and Australia. I don't think with Hurlings not in the mix
is mopping Kyle Webster.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, who's GP fans?
No disrespect.
GP fans. Like, I've watched every single race this year. Not one guy's touching Deegan if he gets a start. I'm just being honest. If Deegan gets a top 5 start, nobody is touching him. Like, Kai will get close, move through the pack, but he won't touch Deegan. So your only hope is that Deegan gets buried behind 450s and he's like 25th, because otherwise he might be winning the moto.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the time, these motocross nations come down to the 250 guy.
Yeah.
And I think Kai can definitely give Deegs a run for his money. maybe beat him straight up, but like I don't think that his 450 guys are going to beat Chase and Tomac. You know?
100% comes down to the 250 guys. I mean, look at last year. You know why USA got second? Cooper Webb.
Cooper Webb smoking
on a 250. Cooper Webb got a second place.
Valiant effort from Coop,
but we're saying we got second with Cooper Webb on an MX2. Deegan is not getting 7th or 8th. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not in the MX2 class is what I'm saying. Like, I think Cooper got like top 5 in the class or top 4 in the class, but like Deegan's gonna be top 2 in the class unless like he makes a bonehead stupid mistake, which he hasn't done all year, right? So
I like, as a non-Deegan Glazer, dude, Team USA, like, so much pressure, so much to prove, right? Like, think about all the cockiness he's been given the AMA guys. You know how much that dude wants to just body the MXGP guys to prove that America, like, not only is he proving that he's the best in the world, but like very patriotic. I don't know, dude. I don't see him rolling over for anyone. I see, like, honestly, I bet he sends it harder, even if he gets a good start in Motocross of Nations, than we've ever seen him this year.
I agree with that. And I have 2 things. He might be the second coming of RV, so he might be winning a moto. I'm just going to be honest. It's possible.
I said
he gets a start in the MX2. I'm going to say this. In the MX2 open class, because there is a moto with that, he gets a start. He could 100% win that race. The other guys in that would be Hunter and Eli Tomac. And I feel personally that's the only guys on a 450 that could beat Deegan in that open class.
I know, it's a crazy take. I mean,
that's a crazy, and it's bold. It's bold. I 100%. That all depends on the start. I get that.
Home turf, bro.
But that's the thing to worry about, for other guys.
You know they're gonna give Deegan the better gate, right? So like, do they pick straws for the qualifying race, right? For gate pick?
I believe so. And then the qualifying results is the gates. And then it's dependent on, so for example, qualifying, I don't even know how it might be time qualifying or whatever, but whoever places in the qualifying race gets the gate pick, right? So if you place first in the qualifying race, you get first gate pick. Now for the motos, they'll go based off of like which rider, right? So if you, like, say Eli Tomac and Deegan, they'll either give it to Deegan and then Tomac has to go to like 15th or something like that, right? So it's like opposite side.
They usually, especially, I mean, I feel like especially with Deeg's potential, they're going to give him the good gate. They want him to get a good start.
Well, what if they give Tomac the gate because they want Tomac to get the start?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And then Deegan, we all know Deegan can go through a pack. So
yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm so excited. It's going to be so interesting to watch. I think we're going to get the best version of Deegs at Motocross Nations. We'll get the best version of Chase, and I think we'll get the best effort from Tomac. Whether that translates to 7th, I don't know.
I will also say this might be the last time we ever see these 3 guys as Team USA. And I say that because Eli Tomac going to a KTM for 2 more years and he might be done, right? He might be retiring. So maybe next year. But guess what? Chase is going to Kawasaki. Kawasaki doesn't like Motocross of Nations. So they ain't going to be sending him, right? Unless it's home turf. And then obviously Deegan, he'll definitely do it. But then again, if it's Deegan and Eli next year, Chase is probably the odd man out there because he's on Kawasaki and they're going to have to pick another 250 guy. So just keep that in mind. So this might be the last time we actually see our 3 best guys ever race together.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible.
Bro,
so good.
The tickets we've got a track side up on the hill where Ironman is, trackside restaurant covered. I'm so excited. We're gonna be sitting there eating food, watching the races. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you better just enjoy that. Like, just enjoy. Don't treat it as a content
video.
creator.
Nope.
Just enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the racing, and don't worry about the other stuff. I got that on this side. I'll be yelling my brains out.
Me
So
and Pops, bro, we're just chilling. Just unlimited, beverages. Listen, neither of us drink, so they definitely made out there on the ticket, but unlimited water, you know? Actually, that's kind of
soda,
huge at one of those
soda.
races. At one of those at a 3-day event, unlimited water is actually pretty valuable.
Yeah, that is very true. But yeah, let us know. Like I said, let us know your guys' Motocross of Nation takes in the comment section below. And now we got to talk a little bit about video games, all right? And we got to talk about MX bikes first. I'm not in the inside of MX bikes anymore. You guys know from my content lately, I haven't really been posting any bikes. I haven't touched bikes content-wise in like 4 months. I kind of just got over it. I'm kind of bored of it. I got burnt out of it. I wanted to do this stuff. I think me personally, we've done pretty good for this channel and my TikTok account and IG account. So like, I don't feel the need to play bikes anymore, like for content. I do play occasionally the new tracks because I like doing that, but content-wise, it's kind of over. But now, reeling back in, there is something I wanted to discuss, and that is there's a new cheat now. So you can change, I think it's like rider weights, you can change tire hacks, like everything, right? And it's in lobbies, so you really, I mean, you can blatantly see cheaters from what I've seen, but also sometimes what if they adjust it where you can't, and then you still have cheating? And that's crazy in MX bikes. Who wants to cheat in MX bikes, bro? Like, what's the point?
Like hundreds of people.
That's
Thousands of
crazy.
people.
I also saw it was like $70 a month.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
Who's
yeah,
paying $70 for cheats?
a lot of people apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. I didn't talk about it all because I didn't want to give it any coverage. It's crazy, and I don't know. I was just talking to Smokesta a couple days ago. And the vibe of this community has changed so much. And it used to be like a very close-knit community of 500 people that kind of all knew each other. And it's just not that anymore. And a lot of that, I mean, it's a good thing. It's grown like insane. And I think a lot of that growth, obviously, for every 100 people, you're going to get some bad eggs in there. And that's just kind of the way that it is. But I don't know. I'm definitely, I'm at a point where, yeah, it's just not the same that it was. Yeah,
I don't
know.
I don't think it will ever go back either.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
I was just about to say, I mean, with moving on from MX bikes, there's a new game that's coming out here very, very soon, and that's Motocross the game. And we got a little teaser of it on socials. When was Gamescom? 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. We got a little teaser on socials. I thought it looked pretty good. I did mention that it looked pretty stiffed, and Doc relayed a different video on the MTG account saying that the bike and rider are still as one right now because of they haven't really tweaked any of that rider physics yet. So that makes sense why the rider looks stiffed, right? It looked very, very stiff. But there has been a new video that got posted, what was it, yesterday? I think 1 day ago. A French there was a video in French. It was about MTG. It was like a whole interview about the game. There's gameplay in it. I'll post a link in the description for you guys to check out. I have no idea what they're saying. I don't know if closed caption works for the caption. I don't know what they're saying unless you want to put like a translator at the same time. I don't even know you can do that. But anyways, there's gameplay footage in it. And from watching it, obviously the rider is stiff, but watching it, it looks good. Like the graphics look amazing. I'm assuming the guy writing this is just my thoughts. I'm assuming the assists are kind of on here because I know we have assists, right, for the game at the very beginning stages. I'm assuming a lot of assists are on, but just visually, I'm watching it right now. Just visually speaking, it looks really good. I like how when the rider is going, you can see the tracks being made. One thing I did notice though is like for E-Road, right? Oh, I just watched someone crash, and I don't know, Doc. Maybe you can answer this. He whipped, he crashed, and then he went back really far from where the crash was. I don't know if
That's
that's
just how it
like
is right now. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I don't know their plan for that, but yeah, right now it's like I think it probably starts you at the last checkpoint before you left the ground. That's kind of what I picked up on it. I don't know exactly how it is, but like if you go off a jump, there's probably a track marker before the face of the jump. If you go up in the air and then you crash and you hit, it starts you at the previous track marker.
okay, that makes sense. For early development, that totally makes sense. And yeah, like one thing I noticed so for like the E road, obviously early development. Will we have like traditional E road? Like, will the tire marks be there lap over lap? Will it get deeper? How does maybe I don't even know how much you can answer this, right? But I wonder how much E road there actually will be. Will it be like a janky E road, like what we're accustomed to in bikes, or will it be a kind of a smooth
The
E
goal is definitely
road?
not jank. I know
Yeah,
they're working on it, and it's in the plan to have E
okay.
road for sure.
Yeah, I think personally, if over time, kind of like Sim, if you guys played Sim, that E road, over time the track is flat and over time it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I think that would be super sick. And then add in the Unreal Engine like graphics for it, it's gonna look incredible. And just from like visually stand still, like the game looks amazing. Like just visually, the game looks amazing. The bike looks amazing. Even first person looks pretty good. He was obviously, if you guys bikes reference here, static. It was kind of a static view, not necessarily a dynamic view. But still, regardless, I'm not part of MTG. You guys saying like I'm getting paid for this stuff in my comments. I'm not. I'm not at all. Okay. I think visually speaking, it looks really good. It looks better than bikes, and it's gonna be a great game when it comes out, whenever it comes out.
She needs, I mean, it needs time to cook, you know? I mean, from being on the inside, every time they update something and we test something new, I mean, it's just leaps and bounds better. And I don't know, I think people just think that there's a switch or something that you can just push to make it like, oh, just make it fluid. It'll just feel good. But like, there's a lot of testing and like understanding of physics and testing things and trying things. And there's so many factors: tire grip, rider weight, and like all of this stuff. Like, I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, the tires have way too much traction. Well, yeah, because right now we're eliminating factors to dial things in. So the tires are super, super grippy. So we're not getting information back about the bike physics, and there's slippage of the tires in play as well. You know, once we dial that in, then you move on to that, then you move on to together. But like, yeah, it's just,
It's
takes
a work in
time,
progress. Yeah, it's a work
a
in
work in
progress. And
progress.
I mean, early development shows that this is promising. All right. Just from my POV, this is very good like very promising. Very good promising. Doesn't make sense. But very promising. All right. Like a couple of things I think we all wanted was like super, super sick whips. And I think over time we're gonna get that. Just from watching a couple clips, it looks like you can throw like real life stuff if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it just kind of looks like you'll be able to do a turn back, a regular whip, or whatever you want to call the other whips, like turn downs and stuff like that. And I think also another thing was the E road. I think the traction, not the traction, but the E road, if it could sim, I'm thinking reflex, how that E road went down over time. I think it's gonna be really good. That's all I gotta say.
I understand people being skeptical or nervous or whatever. And that's fair. I mean, there's been so many things that have happened in motocross gaming over the years that have put a bad taste in everyone's mouth. I get it. Um, we want a game that's awesome, and we want a game that doesn't suck, because we want to play a game that's awesome that doesn't suck. And so we want to make a game where we can do whatever whips we want. We want to make a game with Sicky Road. Like, I don't know. Just it's gonna take time. And I think it's a lot better to take our time and make it good than rush something out that's not ready.
100%. And when it comes out, it's going to overtake bikes. I can guarantee you that. I think so. And maybe even Sim. Sim's been around since the freaking Ice Age.
Sim's,
so I don't
Sim's
really
a
know,
cockroach, bro. It won't die.
Yeah. So, but anyways, MTG, the footage, I'll post a link and everything in the description for you guys to check out. It's going to be great, dude. It's going to be really good. I'm excited for it. I just wanted to bring it up because we did have some gameplay and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And once we get more gameplay, some more updates, we'll probably put it in the pod once again. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember the article off the top of my head here, but they do have plans for news every like 2-3 weeks or something like that in the future. So we'll have some more updates. Yeah, or monthly. We'll have some more updates here soon. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we have a internal roadmap with quite a bit of stuff already kind of scheduled on the plans. So
freaking sick. So yeah, be on the lookout for more MTG stuff. Now, actually, I was going to say something else, but we got to do a little game segment. Okay. And the last couple of game segments, we've done blind rankings, build your team. This time, we're doing a little keep and delete. So basically, how it works is I'm going to say I'm going to have 10 riders, and Doc's going to have to keep 5 of them. And the other 5, we're building a team here, right? Like, we're building like a starting lineup, and he's got to keep 5 out of the 10 blindly. He doesn't know what comes next, okay? All right, so I want you to keep 5 riders without knowing what comes next, okay?
Okay.
So the first rider that I have up is Jeremy McGrath. Are you keeping him? Are you deleting him?
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like I have to, right? Like, we're talking like prime Jeremy?
Prime Jeremy.
I mean, it's a key.
Okay. So the next rider that we have up is Jeff Emick. Prime Jeff Emick.
That's a pass.
Ooh, okay. Shout out to Jeff. He just roasted.
I mean, no disrespect. I like your grips, you know?
The next rider that I have up is Eli Tomac.
That's a keep. That's a keep right there. That's an easy keep.
Okay. Next guy I have is Kevin Windham.
Man, I love that dude. That's a pass.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Listen, one of my pride memories, you know, one of the coolest things I ever did was watch a Kevin Windham intro to Supercross race. Incredible.
Next rider I have up is Chase Sexton.
What number rider is he? Are we at 5 or 4 or what?
You only have 2 right now.
I know, but how many have we gone through?
Hey, can't tell you that.
Okay. That's a keep, I think.
All right. So far you have Jeremy McGrath.
Mm-hmm.
You have Eli Tomac, and you have Chase Sexton. Okay.
That's a pretty banging team. I'm not gonna lie.
You have 2 spots left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have 2 spots left. Next guy on the list, Chad Reed.
Prime, like
Prime
2
Chad
Motorsports.
Reed. Yeah.
I'm keeping.
Okay. That's 4.
I only got one more.
5th guy. You have 1 spot left.
Mm-hmm.
The next guy I have up is Ricky Carmichael.
Bro, I mean, you have to keep that. You have to keep that. That's an incredible team. And the last one's gonna be Jello.
The last 3 guys I have here: Aiden Deegan, Aaron Plessinger,
sorry, AP. I didn't know.
and Jet Lawrence.
Hey, I like that team. I still like my team. If I was to trade anybody, I would probably trade. I'd probably trade the King.
You would trade the King?
I don't know, man. That's a hard one. That was a good one. Well,
that's crazy.
Chat, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you guys think out of this list? Who are you guys keeping? Let us know. All right, so now Doc is going to do his, but we got to do a TikTok intro for this again. So, Doc, do the intro, kind of similar to what I did.
All right, I'm going to give you 10 riders, and you have to pick 5, but obviously you're not going to know who's coming next.
All right, fair enough. Who we got?
Cameron McAdoo.
I'm sorry, Sakadoo. That's a pass.
That's crazy. Hey, Cameron McAdoo. Okay, Jordan Smith.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I love you, dude, but that's also a pass.
This is crazy. All right, Jet Lawrence.
That's a keep. That's 100% a keep. That's the best guy in the world right now.
That's an easy one. Justin Cooper.
Okay, we've gone through 4 here. I gotta have one random guy on this list, right? I think, based off of what we're going through here now. You know what? I'm gonna keep J Coop. You know, shout out to the boy.
Keeping J Coop. All right.
Keeping J Coop.
Hunter Lawrence.
I should have passed on J Coop and kept Hunter. I'm gonna pass.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna basically have to pick 4 out of the last 5 guys, or 3 out of the last 5 guys here, I think. But I'm gonna pass on Hunter. I'm sorry, Hunter. I love you, dude, but yeah, I'm passing.
All right. Jeffrey Hurlings.
That's a keep. That's literally the GOAT. All right. All my MXGP fans know that's the GOAT.
Okay. RJ Hampshire.
RJ Hampshire. I have to pick 2 more. I'm pretty sure I only got 3 left with RJ. So if I let go of RJ here, I have to pick the next 2 guys. If my math is correct. I'm letting him go. I'm passing.
Wow.
I'm gonna put my money on the next 2 guys.
Vince Freeze.
Oh my God, I freaking knew it. I should have never let go of Hunter.
Sir.
Well, I have to keep him. I have to keep Vince Freeze because that's literally the only 2 guys left. It's going to be some random dude too, isn't it?
No, it's Hayden Deegan.
Hey, I'll take one bad guy, and that's Vince Freeze.
But here's the thing. Your math isn't very good.
Wait, I have another guy?
Because you have another one.
Oh, God. Please tell me it's not Sexton, because I need Sexton on this team.
Well, no. You're out of guys. But there was another one that you could have picked from, is what I'm saying.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I wish it's not Chase Sexton.
It's Eli Tomac.
Ah, that's fine. That guy's old.
Whoa!
All right.
All right, buddy.
No, I love me some Eli. Definitely wouldn't have put Vince on here, but
so
I think
just so we're clear, chat, he took Vince over RJ, and he put J Coop over Hunter.
Just so we're clear here, it's blind rankings. How am I supposed to know they're coming after that? Okay. Also, I've learned something here. My math isn't great, and I'm an accountant in real life, so that kind of sucks. But hey, I'll take my J Coop, Hurlings, and Hayden, and Vince Freeze can go ride that Stark that he's going to be racing at WSX.
Vince Freeze can just clear the path for you on the first turn, and the other 4 guys are going to win.
There we go.
We'll
That's why I picked them, man. Yeah, we love playing a little bit of these games. I have a couple more for our next pod too, so be on the lookout for that. Let us know who you guys are picking out of our lineups here. Definitely let us know. But yeah, we won't have a pod for a few weeks because the boy Doc, like we mentioned at the top of this, is going on vacay, so we won't have a pod for a couple of weeks. We'll still have our regular videos and reactions, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, that's all we have to talk about today. I hope everybody has a lovely, lovely weekend. We got a bunch of racing going on, so be on the lookout for some reaction videos. We'll have our review of St. Louis and GPs out on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. And make sure you guys hit that like and sub button. Thank you guys so much for all the love that you guys have been showing on the channel, and we'll be back with the reactions. So we're out. Peace.